What's going on, people? How you live? How you feel? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing on this Monday? To the folks on Instagram, I'm not gonna be able to read y'all comments like that, which is why I'm saying go to the YouTube so I can see y'all. But yeah, to my folks on YouTube, I think this gonna be a good one. Now I kind of got a feel being married, amen. For those on you on Instagram, you go to my YouTube. I'm trying to transition to YouTube, y'all. You gotta transition with me. All right, boom. Ladies, my thing is I believe that men take marriage more seriously than women do. That is my belief. I believe that more men takes marriage more seriously than women do. With that being said, I'm gonna ask the ladies, if you could not get divorced, would you still want marriage? Matter of fact, let's just we just gonna knock that question. We're gonna ask this question first. Ladies, who do y'all believe want to be married more? Women and who do y'all want to be married more? Men or women? Out of men and women, who do you think prefers to be married? We're gonna start there, y'all. Stephanie Jackson, what's going on? We're gonna start there, y'all. Come on, talk to me. Now listen, I'm gonna try to open the phone lines up for you, so you know y'all know how I rock. If y'all don't know about now, where you can call, cause know some folks that work, you probably just sneak away, say your spiel, then get on to do what you're doing. I'm also gonna put the link so y'all. Okay, boom. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing we got women. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Women, y'all think women want to be married more than men do? Is that not a correct assumption? Amen. Okay, cool. I will agree to that. Kimberly, I would agree that women want to be married more than men do. But ladies, this is my next question. Now we finna get somewhere. So some of y'all saying men. I believe women want to be married more than men do. I honestly believe that. And my next question is, ladies, would you all still want to be married if you knew you could not be divorced unless he passed away? Your only option of leaving or having a life, with another person is if he passed away. We finna this finna get good, y'all. I just feel it in my bones. I feel it. It's oozing through me this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you watch this. You say Gina, you say no. You say yes. Listen, y'all can call in. Y'all can call. Listen, I'm gonna open. I want to open the lines up. If whatever you believe, if women knew they cannot be divorced, you cannot divorce that man for no reason besides your life is in danger. If that was the only reason you can get a divorce, your life is in danger, or he had to pass away. The only option. They don't like this. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Hold on, y'all. I want to hear what y'all gonna say. I can't. I ain't because the comments they coming, but I'm just gonna go and throw the number up there. Y'all can go and call. I have to hear what y'all. I have to hear y'all's opinion. Do y'all believe if you could not get divorced? Because I'm in my personal belief, I don't believe that. And I could be wrong. I don't want people to think, oh, he think he know. If no, this is just my side of it. Just seeing the landscape of people, women and men. I do not believe if women knew they could not get a divorce unless her life was in danger. She had to prove it. And her life was in danger, or he had to pass away. That's her only option. Do you believe that more women would still want to? Anthony, appreciate you, brother, for the super sticker. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Hold on, we'll see what Kevin said. Kevin said, shaking my head. Women are the main ones ending marriage and filing for divorce. And listen, and that's my thing. That's my thing. See, And my personal belief, I don't believe if women, I believe that if women knew they could not get divorced, if they knew they couldn't do that and get half and all this other stuff, they would not be wanting to get married as much as they do. I'm not saying that is the reason why they get married. For those who want to misconstrue me, I'm not saying those are the reason why she wants to get married. But if she knew she couldn't get half, if she knew in her soul, amen, if she knew that she could not get half, if she knew that she could not leave him unless he passed away or a life-threatening situation, she would not want to be married as much. I'm gonna put it out because I put the number out there so y'all can call in. But since y'all don't want to call in, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna listen. Being the fact that marriage takes sacrifice, amen. They don't want to. See, they believe marriage. The number is on YouTube, people. The number is on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you don't see it. It's YouTube. Being that people, amen. People think marriage is all about love and romance. And that's not what that is. That's not what that is. Marriage is a lot of sacrifice, and we are in a day and age to where women don't want to sacrifice nothing. Is she gonna do what she want to do when she want to do it? Is that not the time we living in? They don't hit me this evening. I'm gonna put the link up too, just in case y'all don't want to call. Y'all want to be seen. You want to be seen? You go to the link right here. There go the link right there. Link right there. You want to jump on. Come on, we here. This one good. I like this one. Are we not in a day and age to where even though this may not be you as a woman, but to lie, amen, to lie like you do not see, amen, that we are in an age where women can do and say whatever they want, when they want, how they want, whatever. Are we not in that day and age? We're not in a day and age where people are talking about sacrifices. So if women are saying she can, I'm gonna do what I do when I do. You can't tell me nothing. I don't need no man. I don't do this. I don't do that. You got me missed. I'm a boss chick. You saying all this, baby? You don't want no marriage. You don't want no marriage. You want a relationship that you can post for other people to see. You want to use that man for likes. You want to use getting pregnant for likes. You don't want to be married and have kids for the actual meaning behind doing so, building a family, building a legacy, having generational wealth. That's not what you want. You want to be happy for folks to see. Hey man, I'm too deep. I should have got me a towel this afternoon. I feel like I'm preaching this afternoon. You're not telling me that women are talking about they want marriage. Not to say I do. Ooh, it's going too far. Not to say I do. The ins and out of being married. Where y'all at, man? Listen. Oh, my boy, hold on. I got somebody in here. I got somebody in. What's going on? What's going on, brother? Can't see your face, can't hear you either. What's going on? My boy got to get right, man. I don't know what's going on, my boy. Where you at? Are you ready? You ready to get on? I see you. There you go. What's going on, brother? You hear me? I don't think. What's going on, fam? You here? I guess he clicked the link by mistake. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he can't see me, can't hear me. I don't know what's going on. But I put the link right there for y'all. For those who want the link that you want to jump on, I'm gonna put the link again. He go to link. I don't know what fam got going on. Fam just pressed the link and just and went back to work. I don't know what Cuz got going on. Man, he clicked the link and grabbed the key. Are you ready to jump on, G? I can see you. You can shake your head yes or no, so I can know. Okay, my boy in. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
I ain't want you to be on here and you don't realize you on and some stuff happening. Folks see stuff happening. I'm trying to make sure you was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's going on, brother?
Not much, not much. I was listening to what you were saying though,
All right.
and it was just like I felt like I was going through the exact same thing that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going through with my wife.
Ooh, that's
You
tough.
know, it's just it's just a lot for real, for real.
And it's crazy, and it's not. And I believe that the image of being married means more to women than the marriage itself.
Hmm.
I don't think that they promote marriage. They promote the wedding. They promote the honeymoon. They promote the proposals. They don't promote the years after that, to where it's a lot of sacrifice. You just can't move how you want to move if you got plans to try to really build something with somebody. You feel me? That's why I keep
Hmm.
the statement of I don't think a lot of women want to be married. I think they want to say I do, but they don't want marriage itself. I think more men want that, and more men would have those sacrifices. More men would do a lot of different things. But when you hear women talk now, it's I want to do what I want to do and I want to do it. Like, no, that's not how that. It's not how marriage works. No, it's not how that. It don't work that way. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
I ain't mean to cut you off like that. Go ahead.
Nah, I was listening. I understood. I understand that. It's just hearing it, it's just like, damn, that's just like that's like the truth though. Honestly.
And listen, and what's crazy, because I'm seeing the chats. I'm seeing that's not all women. I'm not saying it's all women, people. That's not what I'm saying to you. But I asked the question earlier. What I said was, who do you believe wants marriage more, women and men? I had more women say women than men.
Hmm.
And some did say men too. But my thing is, with marriage, it comes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of putting yourself, not putting yourself first, because it's like as a man, you can't always put yourself first. You gotta put your wife first, your kids first. But if you
Hmm.
and now we're in the age where they're telling women that she can do what she want to do, she can do this, she can be,
Yeah,
she can
yeah.
come and still twerk on TikTok and do a like, no. We know we're in
Hmm.
a day and age where they're approving women to do everything outside of the marriage itself. So while they're telling men to still be that traditional man, make sure you're doing all this, but the women, you can do whatever you want to do. And I'm like, if that's
Hmm.
the society we living in, how is it possible for you to actually say you want marriage if that's not what you're preparing for beforehand? Go ahead, brother. I don't mean to cut you off.
Uh,
It's getting deep in here. I know.
yeah, yeah. That was that was deep right there. Yeah, my wife still wants to do whatever the hell she wants, you know, and I'm just like, I don't think we should do that. But then if I say something about it, and she gets upset, so then I'm just like, really don't know what to do in that situation.
And see, in a situation like that, with me, I had to learn how to have a conversation, because I realized, like, what I realized years ago, if I came at my lady or any woman, I was saying, "Hey, stop doing this. When you do this, this what happens." Like, a lot of people don't take that well, and it's not just women, but I realized I had to come at a different angle. I had to start like, let's just take twerking on TikTok as the issue. If I came on here and said, "Man, you got to stop twerking on TikTok. You a whole wife. Like, I don't want folks seeing you like that." That leaves room for some type of argument. But if I came in like, "Hey, when you twerk on TikTok, how do you think that makes me look as a man? How do you think that makes our kids look? You being half nigga on social media." See, you put more of a question out there. So if it ain't about you. I ain't asked you who it was about. I asked you, how do you think that makes us look as a whole, as a unit?
Yeah.
Like, so if you see it where it don't matter, so you don't care about, you don't matter to, it don't matter how the world view your husband. It doesn't matter how the world view your children. It doesn't matter to you. This woman I married. That what you telling me? See, when you, if you know how to spin it and get that and articulate certain things without making demands and telling them some stuff, like it opens the more people's eyes. And I realized that just by people going to therapy and all that. I started paying attention then because the therapists don't do nothing but ask certain questions and get the right answers versus trying to have a conversation and talk at them or just make a demand or you get what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
I feel like if you have more of a conversation of asking questions, like to make them realize what they're doing versus trying to tell them what they're doing, that's when things really become easier when you try to get things actually done.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, brother, I appreciate you joining, man. I got some more people trying to jump on as I see. Hopefully it works out, man. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of your marriage and nothing like that, brother. But I feel as though whatever issue that y'all may have, if you go into this situation trying to ask her what she's doing, how does she perceive what she's doing, like how does it, like the example I just gave, I feel like you can get more of a conversation. I just believe that a lot of us men and women, we just don't know how to converse with each other without it becoming an argument. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it's not the topic of conversation, it's how we go about doing it. And that's the thing that gets an argument. Now y'all having an argument about what you just said versus why you said it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully if that works, you know what I'm saying, if that made any sense, you try to, use, see how they move with you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how long y'all been married, but it sounds like y'all been married for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been married for like 8 years now.
Oh, yeah, y'all in there. Y'all in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it, man. Come on, ain't no turning back, man. Come on, ain't nothing out here for her or you. Ain't nothing out here. It's just getting worse. Don't break that up because some frivolous. You know what I mean? It's always room for improvement, brother. But I appreciate you joining. We can see if I get. Cause these women looking, they y'all looking upset in the videos. Yeah, put a smile on your face. Y'all like y'all about to come at me. Well, all right, brother. Appreciate you joining, man.
Yep, yep.
All right, man. Ooh, Lord. I'm scared of, oh, she jumped. Okay, look, I'm scared of her. She just, how you doing? How you doing? Everything cool?
That's good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I couldn't tell because your video was small, but you were looking like you ready to tell me something. What's going
No,
on?
no. I think a lot of people have marriage misplaced, misguided from the beginning. If
Hmm.
we look at the original purpose of marriage, it was to last forever.
Hmm.
And in this day and age, because of independent women and then men not acting their age, and then even some women thinking that they can just do it all on their own. And it's not that they can't, it's just that in order to be married, like you said, it's a communication, it's a process. It
Hmm.
takes time, it takes diligence, and it takes patience. It takes both of you being able to communicate honestly and being loyal to not only yourselves, but to your mate. Yeah, as a woman, you want to have as much respect as you want your man to have for you, you need to have for them. It's equal,
Yes.
So you gotta, the respect has to be there, the love has to be there, the union has to be there. People have to understand you can't come into a marriage thinking you can do what you want, because we have some men out here who want to take care of it all. We got some men who just want to be home house warmers. We
Yeah.
got some women who want to do the same thing, but everybody to a certain degree got to learn to hold their own.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is, honestly, in the Bible, you cannot get divorced unless on adultery. So if we bring it down to what the original purpose of marriage was, it's about being loyal to the end and getting through it. And that's not always easy, but
No,
that's what makes y'all grow.
but see, that's the thing though. It's not gonna be easy. For the folks who are on Instagram, you can't hear the conversation because you're on Instagram. Go to the YouTube. But that's the thing. We know for folks who believe that marriage is easy, it's not easy. Like life is I feel like you can break it down to the simplest things. Life
Yep.
is not easy by yourself.
Wow.
A 10-year span of you by yourself, all the hell you have to go through, the drama, things at your job, your family, whatever the case it is, life is not easy.
Nope. So
Imagine
why would it be easy with someone else who's of a different whole mindset?
a whole different mindset, whole different lifestyle, a person who
Exactly.
has a life outside of you. Because people make it
Yeah.
seem like, oh, that life just disappears once y'all become one union and married. Like, no, he still got
Yeah.
problems at work. He still
Yeah.
got problems with his side of the family. He still got problems with things that he's been battling or whatever the case it is. It's still
Yeah.
issues. And for folks who believe, okay, that's the problem. People folks believe, oh, it's about we're gonna be in love and we're gonna go
No.
into the sunset. Like, no, baby, that's
Mm-mm.
getting married. That's not
The
marriage.
love is what's going to carry y'all through those hard times. The
Exactly.
love is what's going to make those hard times say, you know what? Let me try to forgive. Let me try to compensate. And
Mhm,
then the thing is, too, I find a lot of women are real hard up, and I've been through two marriages.
mhm.
One I didn't really want, but the other one I did. And
Yeah.
the other one, that one, kind of floored me. Only reason why I divorced him is because he cheated on me, and he cheated on me not only in word but also in action. And
Mhm.
then, and it's just I don't tolerate that, because if I'm loyal to you and I put my time and my energy out there and I do for my family, I expect for you to do, and especially if I'm carrying you to a certain degree so you can get on your feet.
And see,
So,
and that's the thing. That's the thing as well. Before I get somebody else, the thing as well is the fact that people don't think about the sacrifices of marriage or the 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 compromise in marriage.
mhm.
Like, and I feel and I believe like even and the sacrifice is not necessarily from you. Like as a man, I had to realize a woman that I was talking to what she could be possibly sacrificing dealing with me. You know what I mean?
Right,
I couldn't just be like, oh well, that's what you're supposed to do. Like whether she's supposed to or not, she's doing it because she's with me though.
right,
She doesn't
right.
have if she wasn't with me, she don't have to do this. You know understand? And I believe
Mhm.
that's one of the things too. We don't a lot of folks don't take into account what the other person is sacrificing to be with you. Like, do you love me? And it's like, what you mean? See all the things I'm doing? Like,
Right. But it's and you know what they say actions speak louder than words, but for women, we like to hear the words along with the action. And the action will prove the words. Fact of the matter is that if you don't prove it on both sides, you got people wondering and you got people questioning, and that's the people inside the marriage. Not
right,
it's nobody else's business. Keep
right.
people out your face and keep your love and energy within. Keep your problems within and learn to resolve. And if you can't, go to a professional or mature person that's already married and that can say, hey, I think you need to let go, or yeah, make an issue about it, but make it. And like you said before, you said it, hit it right on the head. How you communicate is key, because if you come at somebody with demands, they're going to come back at you
Yeah.
with their demands. But if you come at somebody with reason and question and maybe thought provoking questions, then they have something to think about.
Exactly. And I believe that's when change happens between people. Like I've been in situations where, a woman was telling me to change. Like
Hmm.
you gotta do this. Like in my mind, I would I wasn't taking in, it wasn't making me think. I don't think
Right,
we do is get defensive. Like
right.
believe that if you're really trying to get that man or woman to change a certain way, you have to make them
Hmm.
think about what it is that you're saying or that they're doing.
Perspective.
Because
Right.
what happens is when y'all break up, they begin to think then.
It's late then.
Yeah, exactly. But the breakup makes them think like what happened. Now I gotta
Right.
retrace my steps. If you really cared about it, it makes you think. But when you in that situation, thinking is not really what you're doing, because a lot of times you feel attacked for whatever reason, whether you used to women or men coming at you a certain type of way, whatever the case it is, you just used to trying to defend yourself
Yes.
versus listen. And I
Right.
believe if you come into a situation with your husband or your wife and you're trying to get them to think about what they've said to you, think about what they've done, think about what they're currently doing. Like I believe those are the things that make that man or woman do better. Because I don't believe there's a lot of and bad women, bad men and bad women out here. I just believe
No.
we just missing each other. Just certain traits that we don't know how to do that's causing things to be bad.
But
I,
that's what causes from the beginning. That's why when you go into a marriage, you have to learn to be versatile, flexible, learn how to adjust and make adjustments. Because if you in a marriage and you think it's just gonna go the way it's gonna go, you might as well not even get married, because a
because
marriage is not a straight line. It's about a bunch of dips and valleys and holes, and sometimes feeling bottomless, and sometimes it's both of y'all coming to a point of maybe disagreeing to agree to do the right thing. It's a lot. And it's really, it's basically, it takes a person to make mental and physical changes within themselves in order to make the adjustments properly.
absolutely. And I would say this again. I know I'm constantly saying it, but I want people to really understand what I'm saying. If you don't have sacrificing and compromise in your skill set,
Mm-hmm.
you get married. Now, it's not a thing, well, once I get married, I'm gonna do it. Like, no, 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 no.
No, it's a
It don't work that way. If you don't already have the ability to sacrifice or compromise
right.
before you married, it's a great chance your marriage is gonna fail because you're gonna have to do it.
Yes, it's,
Sometimes
it's, it's no way around it.
it's gonna
No way around
man,
it.
sometimes you gotta take that step back to let that woman do what she gonna do. As a woman, you have to take that step back and let that man do what he gonna do. It is not
And
they gonna
yeah,
step out. It's like no, you have to allow them to it ain't always about you, based on what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta,
exactly.
right now. It's about her right now. It's her time to shine. So let me sit back and let her do her thing. Then when it's your
Hmm.
time, and sometimes y'all can shine together, but y'all should not be stopping each other from shining. That is the thing.
And one thing men have to realize, and women too, women are emotional creatures. I don't care how hard they think they want to be or what they put. Women are emotional, but men are just as emotional.
We go.
And I have recognized, and huh?
I'll finna check you. Like, hold on now. You mean I hear y'all? I want to let you finish, but you did. I was out because it was coming off like you finna say it's just women. I'm like, what's
No,
like?
no, no.
Go ahead.
Men are very emotional, and I find they're internally emotional.
Mm,
So much so that if we are feeling as women about a certain way, and we look at our man and we say, "Hey, I see you feeling this kind of way," then respect that feeling, work off that feeling, and try to adjust. Because as women, we seem to be a bit stronger in how we can, or and manageable on in our emotions to a certain degree.
mhm.
So for me, if I was, and when I saw my man act in certain ways, I would be like, babe, where's that coming from, or how's that coming? But then there's timing too, because if it's not done in the right time, then they could be thinking you trying to play them, and they dealing with, oh, I want to be a man. Excuse you. If you want to cry as a man, cry, because I'm gonna love you even more, because it's gonna show me that you are sensitive. It's gonna show me that you have an emotion. It's gonna show me something other than this hard shell of a man that you think you are, when really you all mush inside, and I'm there to help mold you, and you here to help mold me.
You
So
know, and it was
uh-huh.
and to piggyback off what you're saying, I as a man, I would. That's why I was saying I wanted to hear what you was going to say about women being emotional creatures, and I believe that women are stronger at dealing with their emotions because they've been doing it for so long.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I believe because it's not that she was born able to deal with her emotions. It was the fact that for the longest she was able to have some type of outlet. And this is not every woman, because sometimes these special cases, but for the most
Right.
part, you got some type of parent or a brother or sister or whatever the case is, a best friend. You have women that can turn to somebody to express their emotions. Versus
Right.
men, it's taught and like pressed into us from the beginning to hold your
Suppress
emotions in.
it, hold
You
it. Right.
know, so as men, we're so emotional, and they're telling us not to release it. We don't know how to do it.
Hmm.
Or we don't know when the right time to do it, because it's not like men haven't done it and it's been weaponized against them.
Right.
It's
But
not
y'all may need to be best friends in order for those emotions to be real and genuine, and for you to be able to show them to your wife or husband.
absolutely, and it should never be a time where you ever use it against him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you ever, you should.
Don't punk them out. We don't want to punk them out. We don't want to make them like, look at you over there. What's like a wuss? Nah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
whether you disagreeing with his, whatever the case it is, like I believe that a lot of the things that happens in our community, if more people understood the emotions of a man, a lot of and this is not to point no fingers or nothing, but just the strength of men, how we're built, how we're made, how we're born.
Mm-hmm.
and to not be able to understand your emotions, which is a vital thing in this world, you lash out in the worst ways. I don't want to say it on here because be flagging, but I believe that a lot of the lashing out that men do, that women be like, "Oh my God, it's so wrong," and men be saying it's wrong too. But it's like if more people understood their emotions more and accepted men emotions, I believe that the things that happen between men and women, and whatever the case with men and men, it will start to die down because more men have more of a control of their emotions.
Right.
Makes any
You
sense?
gotta help them. It's about helping each other too. Because when a person helps their mate to understand what they're feeling. As men, sometimes they may not truly understand why they're feeling because, like you said, they are taught to be tough, not to cry. Don't be
Yeah.
this way, don't be that way. But if a woman is there and can stroke a man and make them, and I don't mean physically, but just emotionally with words and
Mhm.
with feeling, if they can make their man feel comfortable enough to be in his emotion and still be able to feel strong and like a man,
Right.
I had to learn that. I had to learn how to do that because I felt like, hey, I'm a woman. I can get through it. So can you. And you got da 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 da. But
Right.
that's not always the case.
That's rarely the case. Like that's the thing, it's rarely the case.
Exactly.
But I appreciate you joining. I'm gonna see if I can
Thank
get.
you. Thank you. I love your videos, by the way.
I appreciate that. I'm about to get out of social media like probation within a few
Oh,
days. I'm gonna start
okay.
really posting and going. I got a lot of different things coming to y'all, man. So I really appreciate it. Appreciate
Looking forward. Thank you. Thank you.
it.
You have a good one.
All right. Bye. Is there anybody that understand? Is anybody still with me this evening, this afternoon, this morning, or wherever you are around the world, or if you watch? I don't know where y'all at. Come on now. I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm talking. I don't know where y'all at. But the thing of the topic of this discussion was that I believe that men take marriage more seriously than women do. That has been the topic, and we've discussed why I believe so. So if there are any women on here that believes differently, oh, women, well, we go way harder for marriage. Like, okay, so let's. I want a woman to tell me, how do women. Now, I'm not saying this is all women. Not saying that because I'm pretty sure there's women out here that make that understand what marriage really is. If you talking about you want to say I want to get married because I'm getting a little older, nah, you playing. If you believe you're trying to get married or have children for the simple fact of you just getting a little bit older, you're to next week you're gonna be 31. Oh my goodness, you need to get married tomorrow. You starting off on the wrong foot because you don't understand. And that's why I got to the thing what I asked. If women could not get divorced, if you could not divorce that man unless your life was in danger, and if you did, you could not get half, or he passed away. That was your only two options. Your life is in danger and you had to prove it. He passed away, or and when you do, and if you do, you can't get half. Would women still want to be married? What's going on?
Hey, my name is I was recently in a marriage where my husband was beating on me,
Mm-hmm.
and I got married. We was together for like 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
And 17 years I was being beat on, hurt. He told me he was gonna kill me and everything. So I had to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in my beliefs before I got married was that marriage is supposed to be one. You're supposed to be one.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says when he made in Genesis, the book of Genesis, when God made the garden, he put Adam in the garden. He made him a helpmate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what marriage is supposed to be. Marriage is supposed to be a teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of them people in that relationship is getting beat on, getting hurt, getting destroyed, and everything about it is just messed up, that's not a marriage. That man thought he bought a punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? What I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see where you're going with it.
So basically, a marriage is supposed to be teamwork. you and that man supposed to have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but marriage nowadays, people don't believe that. People believe that they get married because they need a punching bag, or people believe that they need somebody just to take care of them, or they need somebody to like. No, that's not what marriage is. Marriage is supposed to be an understanding between two people.
That's why I asked, and that's why I asked, and I said that I believe, and this is not speaking of an all situation. I'm not saying this is all men, this is all women. I ain't saying it at all. But what I am saying is I believe in this day and age, what you're saying a marriage should be, that is not the mentality of people. I mean, the mentality of marriage. And I said that I believe men take marriage seriously. The reason why I said I think men take marriage seriously, because the average man is not quickly or trying to get married so fast. Because a lot of guys understand the significance of him being married. We say all the time about men not committing and all these different things, and which I understand. I understand why men not doing it, and I understand why women don't like the fact they're not doing it. But at the end of the day, whether you like it or don't like it, a lot of men understand the significance behind getting married. And my thing is that's them taking it seriously, because he understands the significance behind him getting married. And I believe that women, not all women, do not take it as seriously. They think of it as, oh, it's a happy-go-lucky thing, and that's not typically how marriages work.
It's not a happy-go-lucky thing because you're gonna have your problems.
Mhm.
It's
Absolutely.
when the physical parts come in, when you slapping your woman, your wife up across the head, or you dragging her up and down the stairs, or you putting knives to her throat.
Either
That ain't supposed to happen in a relationship. That ain't supposed to happen in a marriage.
it's not supposed to happen at all. It's not just a marriage. It's not supposed to happen at all. It's not. That's what you're referring to should not be happening. Period. Marriage, like single, like it has nothing to do with marriage. You know, that's when you get to understanding the people that we come across. You understand? So like what you referring to, it's not, oh, it shouldn't happen in a marriage. It should not be happening whether you single, married, relationship, whether you walking down the street by yourself. None of that type of stuff should be happening. So that's why I can totally understand that point, but that's not that's not the conversation. That's the reason why I said what I said. If your life is not in danger, that's why I put that in there for situations like that. And I was like, if women not get divorced because he cheated or something like that, or what the case it is, if she only could get divorced if she was in a dangerous situation, her life was life threatening, or he passed away. And my question was, would women still want to get married, also knowing that she cannot get half? Oh,
Exactly.
You gonna see what he gonna say. Marriage is honorable.
My friend in the background, he said marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled.
That's what God's words say.
That's what God's words God say, which means that when you marry, you really not supposed to have another man or another woman in your bed.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be faithful to that one person.
You're supposed to become one.
You know, y'all one person.
That is how marriage started. But what I'm talking about is how people perceive marriage now. Whether that's what it's supposed to be, that's not the conversation. Why people get married now, that's what I'm referring to. Because we can always go back to, oh, a marriage is supposed to be like this.
I don't know.
Marriage.
You don't know why you get married. The Lord knows.
At the end of the day, if you have women and men who do not understand what it takes to be genuinely married and what
is it?
Marriage is now, that's not the typical way how things work.
Asking what is it? Asking what is it?
It's not. It's not. A lot of people get married for. I mean, they get money. Nowadays, they get married for money. They get married for things that's not even supposed to be represented in a relationship. A lot of people get married because, oh, I'm sick right now, and I want somebody to take, like I said earlier, take care of me. I need some extra money.
Why do you get
Absolutely.
married?
They don't get married because they love each other.
It ain't about the person. It's about
absolutely
and the relationship with the man and the Lord. That's it.
That is the mentality. When I sit and I talk to people and I ask women, I ask men about when I want to get married, Like, okay, why do you want to get married? What is the thing that make you want to get married? It is not something that has something to do with marriage. It's something to do with what they got going on right now. Oh, well, they lonely. I'm getting older. Those are things that people
common law.
when it becomes
Go get married.
about getting married. When I'm asking them questions about like when it's real, like not just to say I do, but the ins.
What about common law?
The ins out.
You talking to him?
The ins out.
What is common law before marriage? Just like that.
The ins out of what people believe marriage is not what people do. So that's all I'm referring to. I have no idea what he's screaming about in the back, because that's not the topic of conversation. He's trying to control the conversation to where he wants to do with this conversation. We're not talking about
common law versus marriage.
We didn't say nothing about what's in the Bible. I didn't say nothing about none of it.
It is about it. I'm gonna be quiet. I don't get into it. I know.
I appreciate you joining.
You welcome, brother, man. I'm gonna do lot.
You have a good one.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hey, what's going on? You jumped in and jumped out about 5 times. Are you gonna stay this time? You there? She's still not there. Come on. Are you there? Are you with me? No. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand what's happening. All right, we're gonna try you again. You keep freezing and keep jumping in and out. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not gonna say I don't have any idea. You feel me? But I'm gonna say this: the guy in the background, I realized that he was trying to have a different conversation. See, that was the thing. I knew that he was trying to have a different conversation, which is why he was yelling in the background. That's kind of how you deal with people like that. He was trying to have a different conversation that I was not gonna have. Like, are you there? Like, what's happening? You back?
I'm here.
Okay, I was gonna say you just got to call
I'm here.
this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now because I've been seeing you just jumping in and out. I'm gonna get in. What's going on? Oh, she froze up again. What we doing? You there? You there? It's like you froze. Listen, there is a number that y'all can call. It doesn't have to be the video. It don't have to be the video. If the Wi-Fi is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's fine. You can call that number. They're not gonna see you, but they gonna hear you. You can just call the number. You freezing up. Everybody Wi-Fi ain't able. Everybody signal not able. But at the end of the day, like with that last person that called, I understood that he was trying to control this conversation. It doesn't matter what, but what he was being argumentative. I'm not going to argue with you because I'm not going to have a conversation about that particular part of it. That's not the conversation. You want to talk about that part of it. That's what you want to do. That's fine. You can call somebody, make your own live, whatever case. Do what you want to do. That's cool. But that's not the part that marriage is in the Bible, and I'm not talking about that though. That's not because and the reason why I'm not talking about that because that's not. You got people who believe in different things nowadays. You feel me? But people still believe in marriage, and some folks don't believe in marriage no more. So I'm not trying to reach. I'm not trying to get into that debate. I ain't trying to get into that. Are you back again? You can just call the number. Your face because you just either you on Wi-Fi that ain't working or you need to disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Either or you not coming through how you think you coming through is what I'm trying to get you to understand. And for those who want a video chat, he got the link right here. You can get in, it's fine. But I couldn't hear what he was saying. Well, what he was saying about what is actually marriage. What is this? What is that? And it's like that's not the conversation. The conversation is not, what the Bible say with marriage, or just follow. And I don't want to get that deep, because when you get that deep, that's when you start making folks mad about their religion and stuff like that. So I don't want to get that deep in it. Cause then, folks, they're gonna believe they believe, which I understand. But you are hell bent on trying to do this. Like, I'm gonna try you again. You there?
Yeah.
Are you good? Okay, you finally in here. What's going on? You been trying. What's up? Come on now. Come on now. Just listen, people. If the why the do y'all not see the number that's going across the screen? Excuse me. You glad I didn't go there with? No, I wasn't gonna go there. See, listen. This is how you can make your point without having an argument. I'm not finna argue with you. You already yelling and screaming and saying what you're saying. Y'all don't see the number? Hold on, let me take it out. Y'all don't see the number on the screen? Like the number right there. If the Wi-Fi ain't working, you can still get your what's the name in. All right, back to the topic. Like I was saying before. I believe that men take marriage more seriously because there's a reason why men just don't jump into marriage. And y'all can lie to me and say it's different, but a lot of women say, why men so afraid of commitment? It's not just a fear, but a lot of guys just don't want to make that type of commitment because he understands the ins and outs, and not mean he know everything about it, but he understands what you can possibly lose by trying to get into marriage. Do women think? And I'm asking y'all, ladies, I'm not here to tell y'all nothing. That's why we lie. Do women think about what you would possibly lose? Because people make it seem like, oh, it's just about cheating. Of course, ladies, a lot of y'all can not have sexual things with another guy. A lot of guys can't. A lot of guys cannot have sexual thing with a woman too. But that's like the only thing that people think about. People not thinking about all the sacrifice you got to make on a day-to-day basis. Somebody, they finally calling in, y'all.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I don't know. You gotta say who you is now. You say call from, and you don't even say nothing. Try it one more time. We're gonna bring in one more time. But the ins and outs of what marriage is, like the actual marriage, people, oh, you, him and God, and you, her and God. Like, then what? It's still a level of understanding between the two people. It's still a level of trying to compromise with each other. It's still a level of trying to let that person still be them. That just don't go away because you got the man upstairs with you. They don't just go away. A level of trying to understand how y'all gonna parent y'all children, and if y'all have a mixed family, how y'all gonna parent each other's children. There's still a level of understanding between the two. You can have the man upstairs in your relationship all day long. It can be there all day long from start to finish. Does not mean that y'all gonna be on the same accord. Oh, am I tripping? I gotta be tripping. That you can call the number. You gotta say something though. You can't not say nothing. I don't know what's going on. Miss Lady, I don't know what you're doing this evening. Work together as a team. Listen. I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna wrap this thing up in a minute. But I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna put it here. The number is definitely coming across the screen. I thought it would come across the screen. Normally people be calling in. That's what folks typically do. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I truly believe that if the mentality behind marriage and understanding what marriage what it really is to people, and I'm not talking about just you that man or that woman and the man upstairs. We ain't talking about that because you can have all that every day, all day. Does not mean that y'all gonna be together. The only thing that makes people do, for the most part, is stay together. And y'all tell me if I'm lying. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. When people be saying, "Oh, you, me, and the man upstairs, and this is gonna work," the only thing that does, for the most part, hear what I'm saying to you, for the most part, is make you not get divorced. Does not mean you ain't gonna go through hell now. Does not mean that y'all gonna be together and everything be cool for the most part. Does not mean y'all not gonna have arguments every 2 days. Does not mean y'all gonna be talking to other people or not talking to other people. For the most part, the only thing that does is y'all not get divorced. Then you mess around and got I ain't gonna say the name. I'm just gonna say the initials. You gonna mess around and have a WS and a JPS situation. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about them folks. I'm tired of talking about them folks. I ain't gonna say their name no more. You gonna have a WS situation with a JPS situation because they just don't want to just leave it alone. Now you out here losing. They don't want to come out with your movies. Folks dropping out doing movies with you. Folks, come on. All because you in a terrible situation because you don't want to get on down. You want to give it easy. Man, you tripping. I'd have been let it go. I'd have been let it go. I got to roll. But I believe if more people understood and was willing to understand that marriage is about sacrifice, man. It's a lot of sacrifice and it's a lot of understanding. And that's one of the reasons why the things I talk about, man, I try to get y'all to get there beforehand. I got too many women and men be trying to, once I'm married, once you married, you don't not do nothing. What do you do? What do you do that you don't feel like you have to do? Let me say it again. Let me say it one more time for the folks in the background. What do you do that you just normally do that you feel you don't have to do? I don't need my woman to cook for me because she feel like she has to. Because she gonna get tired of doing it. You feel me? I want a woman that's just gonna cook because she like to cook. Or she cook because she hungry. Not no, let's go out every other day. I don't need ladies, you should not want a man to be your husband because he feel like he have to provide for you. No, he do that because that's what he gonna do anyways. It's no pressure on him to do it because that's what he does. That's what he do. That's what he do. Y'all be trying to get folks to I'm gonna do it once. No. I do it anyway. That's why y'all be saying, I feel you. You trying to use. I'm not trying to use you. That's what just you. If you a caring, loving person, that's just you regardless. But you only a caring, loving person once you with somebody. That's not you. You doing it because you're with them and you mad when they don't appreciate it and don't care about it. And then now you talk you use me. No, that ain't use. You should be yourself, baby. I know y'all over here mad. I get it. YouTube. Go to the YouTube. What's going on, brother?
What's up with you, bro?
Ain't no thing. I'm chilling. What's going on?
So, I used to be married, man. I got a divorce a couple of years ago. And I was with a woman she was getting taken care of her daddy like all her life before I came into the situation, right?
It's tough. Go ahead.
So when you dealing with a woman who feel like you should be treated like her daddy treats her,
mm-hmm.
then it becomes a situation where now she feel like she should be taken care of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're coming into the relationship with your hand out.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I love, like, a woman have to be submissive to me. If you're not, then it's a done deal, man.
Why she gotta be submissive to you?
Because first of all, I got my own. I handle business. I'm a leader. As far as women, I'm a leader when I'm in a relationship. You know, I got a lot to offer. On top of that, I have a lot to bring to the table to make you successful. Also, me. You know, I invest in my women.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean invest, I mean I'm doing any and everything to put you in a better situation than you already in.
And you believe those things should make her submit to you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, ask her, brother. Go ahead.
On top of that, man, if you're dealing with a woman, like, to answer the question that you said, right? I feel like if that was to happen, a lot of women would be miserable. If they got in a relationship and knowing they couldn't do nothing but be in there without being what you said,
I said that if women could not get
a divorce, either with death
or threaten her life.
Threaten her life, right? They would be
divorced.
They would be miserable, man.
And when she do, she can't get half.
Exactly. They would be miserable because most women go into a relationship, you know, with most of them go in there really want a man to save them. Really, I'm gonna just be honest. My opinion, anyway, want a man to save them. Mm-hmm. So, especially if you have a lot going on for itself.
Yeah.
Most women that I've met, anyway, ain't really got nothing going on but looks.
And I'm gonna say this, brother. I'm gonna say it like, for those who don't understand, you know, like what Mark is saying, like, there's nothing wrong with being with a woman that her dad made sure that she was taken care of. Because a father, I believe any father would teach or try to be there for their daughters as much as possible. But when you're dealing with a woman like that, she never learns how to be with a man. She only know how to take things from them. She don't know how to do or give herself, like, to give more, to put her best foot forward, because she's been raised and taught to just receive from me.
Exactly.
So when you get with a woman that's like that, it's not I know some of y'all know. So the problem, so a man can't take care of his daughter. No, it ain't about that. But the fact that she never learned that she also has to do something in return. It's not a one-way street. You just not, because your father as a father, you don't demand for your daughter to do nothing for you. She ain't got whatever that is that you think a woman should do for a man, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, whether it's be supportive, he don't need that. He just, you my daughter, I'll make sure you good. And you don't know as a woman how to do anything for the relationship because you never had to. So for those who try, I know, because I've been doing social media too long. Y'all taking it if he's saying, oh, so you need a woman got to fend for. No. But there's too many women that do not understand with marriage, you have to do things, which is why I said sacrifices and compromises. We're in a day and age where women are saying you can't tell them nothing. They can do what they want. Oh, sexual liberated, whatever it is. And they believe, and I said this before, that it's not the fact that there's a lack of good men. It's just the fact that women don't want a man no more. Now, and it's not all of them. It's not, for those who can get mad at me. This is not all women, but the fact that things that men do, it's not. Women want a man presence, but you don't want him to act as a man. You don't want to be able to. You don't want to be able to say when he come in the house. Sometimes you got to take that step back, like I said earlier. Sometimes you want to take steps back. You don't want to do that. You believe you can say and do what you want to do whenever you want to do, and it's like, nah, baby, you can't do that. Not with no man. Cause I'm listen with my lady. I make sure my lady good. You feel me? I make sure And all aspect, I'll make sure everything good. Make sure she can do what she want to do when she want to do all that. And I ain't gonna hold you back. But when I put my foot down, I expect things to move when I say move. You feel me? But I'm not saying this how I am all the time. But when I get to that point, like, hey, this what it is. Ain't this. It's done. Ain't no he narcissistic and no, I ain't narcissistic. I'm leading the household.
Exactly.
I believe that a lot of women don't understand that particular part of it, and they making it seem like it's so bad for her to take a back seat to a guy at a certain point.
Right.
Right.
They pride. It's like
Yeah.
it mess with their pride, man.
You gotta be in the front the whole time. Like, no, but you ain't gotta be in the front the whole time.
Right.
It's not how it work. But go ahead, brother. I just had to make sure, because I already knew they were gonna try to make it so crazy. Like, oh, so a man should take care of his daughter. They try to poke holes in everything. But go ahead, brother.
It's basically what you were saying, man. You know, she been taken care of her life, and from her father, now she don't know the responsibilities of being a married woman.
Thanks.
She didn't know not one responsibility of being a married woman, man.
That's tough.
So when you get with a woman who now, you know, having kids and want the party life and do all of this stuff, but at the same time, hey, you not fit to control me. My dad right over here. I'm finna just run over there to my dad. When you know, when I'm trying to be the leader of the household now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the leader of the household. But when something don't go your way,
you run back to your pops.
And guess what? He's saving her every single time. So on top of that, man, I agree with everything you saying, bro. Like, you know, they can whatever they want to say about it, whatever, man. But look, man, like real talk. These women, man, and men too, you know, it's men out here. Like a lot of these women, man, they get with these men who ain't nothing and then blame the ones who are good, the ones they, you know, they stop looking for because they going off of materialistic things and want this high class man instead of a regular man who out here handling business.
Yeah.
But I believe, bro, everything you said, man, I agree with, bro, man. I salute you what you're doing, bro. I watch all your YouTube, watch all everything you do, man.
Appreciate that.
And
Bro.
I salute you, dog. I salute you. Man.
Appreciate that, man. You have a good one, man. Hopefully, it goes better the next time around, if there's a next time around. Because I know sometimes for me, it's like, it's old. I ain't getting married again. A lot of times we be like, man, I did it once, man. And it like, come on, because it's. But I'm gonna say this. I don't know what made you. Okay, before you go, what made you think she was the one? Why did you marry her?
To be honest, bro, I went into the relationship and I wanted a baby mama, man. And we had 2 kids, and you know, we was together, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try to do the responsible thing. You know what I'm saying?
You try to man up. I get it. I feel you.
Right.
I feel you know that's what happened. So it sounded like it was doomed from the start. But you try to be the man to step up and do the right thing. So I get it. It makes sense. But bro, I appreciate you joining, man. Hopefully somebody else get on before I wrap it up, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, brother. Yeah, that's tough. And for those who don't understand, ladies, listen. This is not an attack on you. It is not. But if ladies, if y'all want to be in a successful marriage, and I'm not saying that it's not gonna have no problems. Listen, I've never been married before. For those who don't understand, I ain't never been married before. How I learned things about listening. You just had a man who was married before, and I understood what he was saying. You had another lady who joined. She was been in 2 marriages, and she was agreeing with what I'm saying. You don't have to be married to have an open mind of understanding how things work. Like the things that break up relationships break up marriages. For those who don't understand that, things that break up relationship breaks up marriages. Only difference is with marriage is legal consequences. Some folks can't even get divorced if they in debt. Like that's the only difference. You feel me? But cheating breaks up relationship, that breaks up marriages. Not being able to communicate breaks up marriages, just like it breaks up relationships. And if you're not good in relationships, if you're not good in having a relationship with anybody, it's everybody but you, baby. What makes you think you're gonna be able to be with somebody? If it's everybody but you. Come on, I got somebody up in here. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
How you doing?
I was married. Sorry, I just went to lunch. I was married for 5 years.
Okay.
in a relationship with him for 10.
Mhm.
We have 2 children together, and we, you and I believe he actually sent me a text telling me that he was cheating.
Okay.
So end up getting divorced, and yeah, end up getting divorced.
Okay.
But in that divorce, I had to really look at myself and say, what did I do wrong?
Mhm.
Even though he cheated,
Mhm.
I said, what did I do wrong? Because I had to analyze myself to say, okay, was it me working too much? Was it me not paying him too much of attention? And once I analyzed myself, I stepped back and I started telling myself, okay, now it's time to revamp yourself and learn what do you need to do to better yourself for your children, and let them see that mom is doing okay.
Yeah.
So doing that and letting the children, go see their dad as far as with, the divorce paperwork and stuff like that of what we had to do.
Mhm.
He had to come back and apologize to me for saying he was wrong for what he had done to me and my children. Okay. So now since that has done, with going on with that, now I have someone new in my life, but this new person has shown me, okay, I don't want to get married, which I don't either, but we are now showing each other how it is okay to not want to be married, but showing each other, yes, it is, it's okay to learn each other and go through these things of knowing is I guess I'm trying, what I'm trying to say is that you're, when you go through life of learning about yourself, you can show the next person, yes, we may not want to get married, but we're on the same journey of learning and finding out new things about each other. Because even though I came to the relationship with a heartache and a heart baggage, he was there to help me deal with that heartache and showing me how, yes, you may be hurt, but I'm here to help you deal with that, and not so much of trying to, just swoop in because I'm coming from a rebound. And with that, I've learned so much about myself. I've
Mhm.
learned how to show my kids how to, you know, become better with themselves. And dealing with that, I have learned, like I said, a whole lot, and not being able to be scared as what I was when I was in my marriage.
Mhm.
And I I guess you could say, being what I am now, I look back over when I was in that marriage and see how scared I was and how terrified I was of that narcissistic person. And I don't even know how I can explain it to you guys now of how happy I am of being where I am now. And I thought the marriage life was what the life that I wanted, but I'm completely happy now of not being married. And I hate to say that, but I'm happy now of not being married.
Yeah, I just like me personally, and I've always told people this. Like, I don't always I tell for I don't care about relationships.
Hmm.
I care about marriage. What I care about is the connection I have with a woman that I'm in a relationship with.
Hmm.
I care about the connection I have with a woman that I'm married to. I believe if we have a good connection, a great connection, the marriage, the relationship is going to work itself out anyways. But if we don't have a great connection and we decide to get in a relationship, then decide to get married, and when that connection finally breaks, because it was never a good connection, it was just a connection. And when it breaks, it's why like a lot of people may take it like you was blaming yourself. It's like, no, not blaming yourself for whatever happened, but taking the responsibility of your life. Like, what could you have done better? And some folks get it twisted because it's easy to say, "Oh, he cheated." What? Like, no, no. I guarantee that's why. And I didn't want to get in your relationship, your marriage, but I'm pretty sure there was other things besides that text that he was cheating. Like you just said, he was narcissistic. So it was other things that helped along the way to get you to the point of getting a divorce. Like if everything was beautiful, everything was fine, everything was cool, whatever the case was, and then he sent you that text, I don't think you just left off the text. You know, I believe now. I don't know for sure. I don't know you like that, but if everything was beautiful, you know, everything was happy, did in the third. I don't think the text was just okay. It's over with. Like no, because sometimes, especially 15 years, 10 years relationship, or like 10 years total, whatever one, folks just don't throw it away over the text. You know, I mean, sometimes you gotta fight through it. So just being the fact that you understood that you had to, take certain things or whatever the case was, and you had to apply it, and you showing growth. That's what I heard. And just imagine how many men and women don't show no signs of growth. They keep talking about what happened to them 5 years ago, or what got like you still, how you said you 30 years old, and you talking about five. You said you're still stuck in that time period of 25 years old. What you're telling me, you haven't grown 25. I can't deal with that.
Right.
I mean, like, so I believe that I appreciate you coming out here and saying what you said, because you just, because some people think about marriage, I want to get married, but it's like a lot of folks who get married, like, tell folks it's not what y'all think it is. They still want to do it. I'm gonna get married, but it's like, but you're not prepared for marriage at all, though.
Right. And it took a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of restraint, because I kept telling him, please stop cheating. Just please stop cheating. I begged, please stop cheating. And I stuck it out. I stayed there. I mean, because I really wanted my marriage to work. I really wanted those 5 years to work. We was together the previous 5 years, and then we got married.
Okay, so
because I got pregnant. And he was like, okay, well, I don't want to, just not have my children with the same, just having one woman here, one woman there. I want my kids to have a mom and dad. And I said, okay, cool. But I didn't know the cheating was going to go through the entire marriage. And I stuck it out. I stayed there because I wanted to have my children with a mom and a dad. And I regretted doing that decision. I really do. If I could go back, I would change it, because I would rather have my children not being in a toxic home. But I still, like I said, I still stuck it out, because I said, okay, I agreed to it. And with me agreeing to it, I won't say I damaged my kids, but it taught me to be a better person later on through life, because now my children, they still have a mom and dad, but they don't have a mom and dad in the same home.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna listen. While you were talking, I don't want you to think I'm laughing at what you're saying, but I saw one of the comments, and I was like, wait, because I was like, I know you. You said y'all married 5 years.
What now?
You said y'all married 5 years. And
we was married 5 years, but we were together previously. In a total span, it was 10 years.
Yeah,
so we were together for 5 years, then got married, and was together for 5 years. So it was 10 years that we were together total.
I was trying to see that your ex wasn't the guy who was just on the live.
Huh?
No, there wasn't, not, because somebody said, Mark, you chose it, and Mark was just on here, and it was like, so I'm like, hold on, wait, I must have missed something, because I've been listening to you, so I know what the conversation was. So I was like,
oh,
I know that Mark is not the ex. So I was like,
no.
Okay. Yeah, but once I thought about it, I said, Mark said they were married 8 years. Okay, it can't be the same. But I was in my head, and I know I saw myself laughing on the camera, so I was like, I don't want her to think I'm laughing at her. So that's what I was.
No.
I was like, well, these folks is wild in the day. But no. That's the great way to look at it, though. To be a better version of yourself for your children, for yourself, for you happy, not for no relationship. Because I believe if you ever get to the best version of yourself, it's a lot of things that you would have never done. You would never do. Like some of the risks and things you've done in your past that you know were mistakes, you wouldn't do again because you learned from them. You understand? And I believe people who consistently do the same thing over and over again, you haven't learned anything. You don't think it was a mistake. You keep talking to the same type of woman, you keep talking to the same man because you keep thinking that, oh, it's just those people, or it's just like, no, you are consistently making the same mistake, but you don't realize that it was a mistake. You haven't learned anything at all. And
Correct.
the fact that you have learned something and you decided to take what you've learned and apply it moving forward, even though you said you were still kind of going through your emotionally, you were kind of still emotional from the divorce, or what y'all been through, and but you decided not, like, oh, well, I'm trying to get what I didn't get with this man with you. You still was focused inward on becoming a better version of yourself for you and your children, just so the guy in your life. So I appreciate you saying what you said. Do you, before you get off, do you believe? I mean, it's your opinion. Do you believe that men take marriage seriously, more seriously than women do?
I didn't at first, but dealing with the guy that I'm with now, he has shown me that men take it more seriously than women.
There we go. See,
And the reason why I said that is because he is showing me to slow down more and think positively and think theoretically. I think I said that right.
or logically, go ahead.
Yeah, more logically than what women would normally do. Because past, I jumped too fast, but now we've been at it this year make 3 years that we've been together, and we're still learning about each other.
Absolutely. It's not just, it's one of the reasons why I hate when people ask me the question, how long should it be? How long should it should be a 6 months to be this? It's
We're still, when I say we're still learning about each other, it's still things that he don't know about me. And it's still things that I don't know about him. And it still seems like we just met each other for the first time.
Absolutely. And I try to tell people, because like it's this meme where it's like, oh, a man know within 6 months of him meeting you, he knows if he's gonna marry you or not.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's the thing, he may know that, he may think he wants to marry you, but he doesn't know it yet. He doesn't know the ins and outs of, is he ready to make that sacrifice? He may know, you know what, she's possibly the one. So I'm gonna take her more seriously than I take other women. But as far as him saying I do and doing like that, is a huge commitment, which is why a lot of guys don't do it, because they understand the results of things not working. So guys think, man, like, if men had the same opportunities, and not saying they don't, but for the most part, women get half, women get alimony, women get stuff like that. For the most part, if more men got those things, I feel like more men would get married. I feel like more men would get married if it wasn't a loss for men. Like men hadn't want to pay child support. Not saying women don't pay child support, but it's a vast majority of men that have to pay alimony or have to pay child support for the simple fact that it didn't work out between the two. And women get half, and he has to lose half. Like he had to move. He go from standing in the house to being in an apartment. Now women looking at him like, you 35 years old in an apartment. Now he's getting judged for not being a man, and it's a lot. So you have more guys who they're sitting back like, before we talking about just jumping a broom or walking down the aisle. Let's make sure, even if that's what we even like. Of course, like me myself, of course, I have never been married, but the reason why I have not been married because I understood serious. Even at a young age, I knew that my marriage it ain't. And I wasn't ready. I'm like, I don't think I'm ready to make that kind of jump. So I ain't just ready. It's been women who I be like, man, I know one day I'll marry her, but I've never proposed before.
Wow.
32 years old. I'm about to be 33. I've never got on one knee and said, because I understood the significance of it. I understand the significance of relationships, but which is why I don't just jump into them, because it's like, it's devastating when it doesn't work. So why would I keep doing things like that, knowing that if it could possibly take a lot away from me?
Right. And it's really hard. And I know you said previously, like, oh, well, I'm about to turn this age, I'm about to turn that age. Well, I think I just want to go home and do it. I did too. I will be 40, turn in August. I honestly don't even care. I'm still young. I'm still going to do whatever I need to do for my kids. I got a child finna get ready to graduate high school.
Mhm.
I need to focus on my children right now.
Absolutely.
And that's my main goal.
Absolutely. People look at 30s and 40s and 50s as old. Like, just imagine that 95 person, that 85-year-old person looking at you saying you're 40 and you're old. Like, sit down. You nowhere near old. And people,
Exactly.
it's all about perception. And I had to realize, like, people, you have folks who wish they was your age. You got people who wish they was able to, move how you move and, still have that ability to still go out here and date. And like, I always say, but you have time, but I feel like we waste so much time doing the wrong thing because we want that
Right.
down because you want to, like, I've wanted to be married for the longest. I wanted children for the longest, but I don't have either for the simple fact that I didn't pressure myself into the right now. I always, ever since I say about 21, I've always looked at my life 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and I always worked to be that 5 years from now. I've always worked to be that 10 years from now. So it's like, I was not like, man, I'm lonely. I wish I had, man. Of course, I wish I had kids. I'm 32 years old. Like, I don't want to be 50 and having my first one. You know what I mean? But I had to understand I could not be sacrificing things in the long haul because how
Mhm.
things right now. Because having children is no joke. You have a
No.
child, that's serious business. And like
Yes.
I you watch the kids, but their responsibility behind having those kids. Understand me not having kids, I'm still able to do things that some people with children can't do at the moment. I still can drop of a
Right.
dime, just leave the house, leave the country, whatever. When you got kids, other responsibilities, you just can't move like that. You gotta make sure your kids good. If
Right.
they coming with you, so I think people gotta look at, it's a double-edged sword. It's a silver line. There's always two sides of a coin. Like, well, people tend to look at the one side of what they want today versus the effects of what you're getting today, how it's going to be long term. So once again, I appreciate you joining and saying what you said because too many people don't understand that spot. And I love the fact that you said the difference between your husband, your ex-husband, and the man you are with today and how serious he taking certain things. You know,
Thank you.
yeah. But I really appreciate you joining. You have a good one, okay?
You too as well.
Right. Yeah, man. Today's been a great live. Folks on Instagram. No, I got some trolls over here. I go live on YouTube now. We on YouTube with it. We on YouTube with it. But I appreciate y'all, man. Today's been a very I feel like intellectual conversation. Um, and a lot of people just, people look at marriage like it's just so beautiful, and it can be. I'm not saying that it's not, but I believe, like, when I hear women saying that they ready for relationships, ready for marriage, but they do have absolutely no characteristics of a person that can actually be in a successful relationship, in a successful marriage. And I always tell women this because they look at me like I'm just mean or I'm being, or lack of better terms, an asshole. They think that I'm just, oh, you can't believe that you're saying this. I can't believe. It's like, I understand, I get it. But at the end of the day, if you genuinely care about yourself in some type of marriage or relationship type form, you can't have the mindset you can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. Because no woman would be with a man who out here saying, I can do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. If a man is telling you that beforehand, a lot of women not going to be with this man. A lot of women not going to look this man way. If a man is telling you, I'm not going to provide or protect for you until we married, we not doing this till we married. I'm not going to do no type of husband type things for you until we're married. No woman would talk to that guy. But when a day and age where women are, because she's done it before, when a day and age to where women are saying, oh, I don't do that. I don't do that for no boy. I don't do this for, I don't do this for, like, oh, wait a minute. Like, as a man, I've ran into a lot of women that wasn't wife material or my kind of wife. But that does not mean when I find her, I'm not gonna treat her as such. I'm not gonna start to treat my wife as my wife when we get married. I'm gonna treat my girlfriend gonna be treated like a wife. My fiance is gonna be treated like a wife. I'm not gonna start doing it once we say I do, because then I don't know how to do it. Now, guess what? I'm doing it the wrong way from the start. How long is she gonna? How long she gonna be with me until I finally get it right? How many times do I have to mess up before she say enough is enough? See, that's the thing. Y'all be trying to learn on the job and expect people to consistently deal with your mistakes time and time again because you refuse to do any type of husband or wife things for a random woman or a random man. Does not mean you have to give them everything. But there's things as a husband or a wife that you have to know how to do. One is being able to communicate, being able to have a tough conversation when you don't want to talk, being able to talk when you don't want to talk, being able to take accountability, being able to show you guys that you can sacrifice, you can compromise, or is it your way or the highway every single time? There's a lot of things that you have to know how to do to have a successful marriage. But a lot of y'all have to be married 8 times before you finally get it. And it's like, I learned how to communicate before I got in any type of relationship because I'm like, bro, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My last relationship, I didn't know what I was doing. I ain't know what the hell I was doing. I'm thinking, I'm paying the bills or I'm working and that's going to be enough. That ain't enough. Because internally, I'm miserable because I'm not doing what I want to do with my life. I'm doing what I think I have to do. Make sure she good. So now I'm miserable in a relationship all because I'm doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing versus what I really wanted to do with my life. I'm working at Dish Network, cable guy. They paying $13 an hour. Worst job I ever had. That job took so much physically from me. I'm making $13. If you meant Memphis terms, $13. Best Buy part-time, making $8.50. All to do some stuff that I don't want to do with my life. I'm miserable. I hate it here. She come home happy to see me, can't wait to see me. I'm in one of my moods because I'm hating my life. It ain't you. It's not our relationship. I love that, but this don't make Jeremy tick. I didn't know that before I met her. If I knew that, I would have never got with her. If I knew I had to sacrifice my career, what I want to do with my life, what made me tick to be in a situation with her, I would have never been with her, which is why I never blamed her. I never talked down to her because I was only with you because I did not know me. I was only with you because I didn't know me. I knew what I wanted. I didn't know what I needed though. I knew I wanted to have a girlfriend and wanted to be married. I knew I wanted kids. I want those things, but I don't need them. I don't need marriage to live. I don't need marriage to be happy. I don't need marriage to breathe. I don't need kids to live my life. Of course I want it. I'm getting too deep. When I realized what I needed, amen, now I'm the man I am today. And I say things how I say things. I understood that, Jeremy, you had to learn how to communicate, fam. You got to learn how to talk. You had to learn how to get your point across without making her feel attacked. Because it's not the fact what you're saying is wrong, but when people typically say the things that you're saying, they're blaming. You want to join? You gotta go to the YouTube, fam. We gotta pay attention. When you hop on social media, all you see is women blaming men and men blaming women. It's not too many people who's trying to understand. So when y'all see me on here, I ask questions out of understanding, not just to tell y'all something. So I don't know everything. When you had the guy jump on, I'm like, yeah, I understand. It probably be a lot of like difficult conversations y'all got to have. That's why I use TikTok as an example. If your lady twerking on TikTok, your thing is not to tell her to stop twerking on TikTok. That is not the way to do that. But if you ask her, baby, I got a question. How do you think it makes me and our children look when you are half naked on TikTok and twerking and showing your print, showing your nipples through the shirt? How do you think they make us look as a family? You learn. Because she could possibly say, well, I know I didn't think about it like that. I didn't think about what I'm doing affecting us as a whole. I was only just having fun. I was just playing around. Or she could say, well, it's not about you. Now you see how selfish she is. Now you can see that she doesn't care about how the world looks at you. She doesn't care about how the world looks at y'all children. Ask a question. You stop trying to tell folks stuff. Stop trying to talk. You telling them. Ask them a question. That's how I learned how to get. See, and I do this. 4 years ago, I didn't know how to do it. I do this every single day. When the man was on here, when he said a woman should be submissive to me, I said, okay, why would a woman be submissive to you? That's how I learned. I ain't gonna say a woman should not be submissive to you because I don't know why you saying it. Why you saying it? Why you saying your woman should be submissive to you? I ain't gonna tell you, man, hold on now. A woman gonna be submissive to any man that shows her the right things. No. That's the icing type conversation. That's the beginning. I get deep. I got layers. What makes you think a woman should be submissive to you? Because he could have just said, well, I pay all the bills. Oh, so okay, so you being grown, a grown man. She submits, she should submit to you. So any man that pays his bills, has a car, has his own place, the woman should submit to him. Nah, that's not how they work, player. They're being grown. But he said more than that, though. So I was like, now I don't want to get too deep in it because that's going to take us off track. But he said more things about himself. So, okay, I can understand that because not a lot of guys may not offer what you saying. I'm too deep this afternoon. I'm wrapping it up. That's why I'm having my little late spiel. But at the end of the day, as men and women, if you have no idea how to do things to be in a long-lasting relationship, it don't have to just be marriage. But if you don't know how to listen, you only know how to argue. You don't know how to talk without raising your voice. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get to the point where I raise my voice, but the only time I raise my voice it's when if I get to the point where I've said this too many times for you not to hear me. So apparently, me talking soft to you ain't working. The only time I get to the point of raising my voice, or that's when I say I put my foot down. When I finally put that foot, because you ain't heard nothing I said. I've been talking to you. I've given you examples. I tried my best to articulate as much as possible so you would not take what I'm saying the wrong way. And no matter how much I'm doing it, you still taking what I'm saying the wrong way. Now it's time to put my foot down because I'm tired of having this conversation. I'm not gonna have it again. Now it's on you to be a grown woman to hear what I'm saying or not. But understand, past this point, I'm not having this conversation with you no more because we talked about this too many times. Now it's different when you don't understand what I'm saying to you. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying to you, you ask more questions. Ask me, what do I mean by that? Ask me, how do I, okay, I still don't get what you say. But don't tell me what I'm saying is wrong, or you give me your excuses for what. No, I don't care about your excuses. What I care about, and this is what it's me. I believe that I'm saying me because that's what I believe. I believe that any woman or man, anybody, if you get to the point of it's not about a person agreeing with you. I always tell I don't care if you agree with me as a woman, or I don't care if you agree with me. Ladies, as a man, you should not care if he agrees with you. What you should care about, and I don't like telling folks what you should and should not do. Did he or she understand? Because when they understand, if you understand what you do, I'll give you one more example before I leave. If you understand, you DMing other women, as fellas, I'm talking to y'all. If you understand, you DMing other women makes her feel a certain way. She makes her feel like you don't love her, you want something new, whatever the case it is. If you understand that and you decide to keep doing that, see, it's different. You disagree. No, it doesn't matter if you disagree. You can say it don't mean that. They don't mean that. It don't matter what it means. I'm telling you, when you do that, this is how it comes off. It comes off like I'm less than, like you want to replace me, whatever the case it is, and you understand that, and you continuously do it. You just showing me where I stand with you. See, I'm telling you, I make decisions off what you understood. Once you understand what that line is, and you still want to cross it, well, we can't be talking then. We can't talk. Because you knew what the line was. Amen. You know what the bad thing is. You know when you do that, it makes me feel this particular way and how it comes off. And you said, forget me. This what you gonna do anyway. Oh, okay. I'll make it easy for you. You ain't gotta make no decisions. I got it. Take D. Listen, I tell folks all the time, I can love my woman to death, but I still leave. I can love you to death and walk out the door. I damn near be crying and grabbing my stuff. If I have to leave, because it's the thing, bro. When I leave, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not the person. I am not the person that I leave and come back. Because I'm a person who gonna try to fight as long as I can. If I decide to leave, it's over with. I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for you. If we marriage, whatever, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail. I'll make sure I'm putting my best foot forward. I'm gonna try to cross all the I's, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. I'm gonna try my best to make sure we on the same page. If we can't be on the same page, then we not supposed to be together. Once again, I say this because I'm as my finishing statements. It's not about right and wrong. Even though the word one job believe, well, you right, you wrong, I agree, disagree. I don't care. I guarantee you, if that man know, because I'm gonna be honest with you, every relationship that I've had, heard from other people, when I heard all these relationships, my DMs or whatever, it was typically a misunderstanding. She had her way of seeing it. He had his way of seeing it. That's why folks need therapy, because you need to focus in the middle to try to, moderate it. You therapy. Oh, but she didn't say that. Why did you hear that? She said this. Come on, y'all. Most relationships that I've seen fail because it was misunderstandings. I've yet to hear about a relationship that was beautiful. Not saying it doesn't exist. I said I ain't heard about it. I've never heard a relationship that was beautiful, start to finish. No arguments. Oh, everything was just magical. Magical. Y'all got married, all that. And then one day he just cheated and you threw the whole thing away. I've never heard that. I've never heard somebody throw away years of happiness because a person stepped out for 5 minutes. I've never heard it. Now y'all can lie, make it seem that I have. Okay, who? Who was the person that was in a very happy relationship? Everything was magical, everything was fine, perfect, whatever the case it was, and that person stepped out for 5 minutes and they threw the whole thing away. See, more people in those situations try to work it out. See, you stepped out one time, it hurt. It's gonna take me time to forgive you or get over it. But we ain't gonna just start all over. Mm-mm. We done did too much. We got too much stuff going on. Mm-mm. See, that's not the truth, folks. When you cheat, you leave. Folks love to ask me, Jeremy, if your woman cheated on you, what would you do? I have no idea. which is why I made the video a while back saying there's levels to cheating. There's levels to it. All cheating is not the same. If it was, none of y'all would get cheated on twice. If all cheating was the same, none of you would have got cheated on twice by the same person. As much as y'all, I just leave. Certain type of cheating will make you leave. I'm gonna wrap it up for those songs, and maybe I'm gonna go live about that later on. But like I said before, I said, ladies, like I say, cheating, cheating is cheating. Hey, that's your way of looking at it. But this, check me out. If I can forgive my woman faster for sleeping with another man than I can forgive her for sleeping with another woman. Those are two different levels of disrespect. Those are two different levels of cheating. I can forgive my woman faster if she cheated with a man than I could if she slept with a woman. See, people who say cheating is cheating typically are damaged people. People who have been so affected by cheating, they can't understand it. The only thing they know is that they've been cheated on. Cheating is cheating. Yeah, it's simplicity, but that leaves you in a space of misunderstanding. Don't understand nothing. Ladies, what if you walked in and saw your man getting it in with another man? Does he have a second chance to redeem himself? Let's just talk to the ladies, fellas. Before we get off, I'm gonna get off in 5 minutes. I'm 8 minutes. Ladies, if you walked in and seen your man getting it in with another man, does he get a second chance to prove himself to you? It's a yes or no. It's all right. This segment is about learning. You got folks who gonna lie. I'm seeing no's over here. I'm waiting. I can't see y'all still right. Where the nose at? Yes or no? Let's say this. Let's say this. Let's say this. Ladies, do you all believe that your man going on a date with another woman while y'all together is that cheating? It's all about growth. It's about understanding. Ladies, do you believe a man going on a date, a man out to eat, to the movies, holding hands with another woman, is that cheating? Somebody said yes over here. Ladies, I'm waiting on y'all responses because I'm finna wrap this up. I just like to prove my points. But that cheating is cheating. No, it's not. Cheating is cheating. Cheating is cheating. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's why y'all can't figure out how to handle situations because you believe all on the same. I got one yes over here. A man going on a date with another woman out to eat, whatever the case it was, holding hands to the movies, whatever it is that cheating? I'm waiting to prove. Come on, y'all. Yes or no? I'm trying to go and wrap this up. It's yes or no. Yes or no? Come on, y'all prolonging this. You said absolutely. Why would you be going on a date if you have one? Yes or no? Somebody said no over here. Somebody said heck no. I've only had one person say absolutely. I can't finish my point till y'all answer the question. Somebody else said yes. The question was if you have a man and he's going on a date with another woman, holding hands, going to the movies, whatever the case it is, he out living his best life. He didn't sleep with her though. Some of y'all saying yeah, because some of y'all saying too much. It's yes or no question. It's a yes or no. It's either yes or no. All the dialogue, I ain't trying to have no dialogue. Is yes or no. Is that the same? Okay, now I'm seeing. Thank y'all. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. All right, boom. Is your man? Because I know some. Because listen, and I like the fact that it's not one. And look, this thing about cheating. Cheating is different for different people. Understand? All cheating is not a universal thing. I understand. I know some of y'all think everything's about you. The world evolve around you and what you believe, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you that. So, ladies, your man going out to eat with if you think if you said yes, your man going on a date with another woman, holding hands, going out to eat to the movies, going for drinks, all that, having a good nice time, and you his woman, and he doing it. Some of y'all said that was cheating. Is that the same of him having intercourse with another man? You doing too much? It's yes or no? You don't. They don't want to answer the question. Is that the same? You walked in and he had that thing tooted up. He had that. Yeah, he was grabbing his ankles. Is that the same thing? Some of y'all saying no. It's the same thing. So y'all saying it's the same thing. he in there, he in there dropping it low. he in there, he in there dropping it low on on another guy. That's the same as him going out to get something to eat with another woman and holding hands. That's the same. That's the same. Hey, listen, I ain't knocking. That what y'all. If y'all believe that's the same, hey, look. If you a person who believe that's the same, that's on the same level. Hey, all is all good. Y'all live y'all life. If you believe that, if you believe those two things are the same, ooh wee, ooh wee. You believe hell? No, sir. That's not the same. My woman going out to eat with a guy on a date, I can forgive her faster for that than she actually sleeping with the guy. And like I also said, I can forgive my woman faster if she slept with a guy than she slept with a female. The reason why is because I can't compete with no woman. If she's into women, there's nothing I can do. If she's into women, there's nothing I can. I'm not a woman. I can't do nothing with that. What can I do if she likes women? Nothing. So why would I can't I just gotta go and get on down. You like women. I can't do nothing with that. If it's another dude, I can understand. But I can't a woman. God. And once again, I'm not saying all those are not. You got people who believe inboxing and DMing somebody is cheating, doing all that's cheating. People say that's cheating. And the thing about it is, this why it is very. And you see how so many people got different opinions about it, and that's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. The key is to find somebody who believes the same thing that you believe. If you believe that all cheating is the same, find somebody who believes the exact same thing. Me, I don't believe my woman DMing another guy or having some type of exchange with another guy, like verbally, is cheating. I don't believe my woman flirting with another guy is cheating. I don't consider those things cheating. Does not make me wrong. Does not make me right. But that's My perception of it. Some of y'all got different perceptions. Just find somebody who believes what you believe. So there's no misunderstandings. A lot of y'all be with people that y'all just think differently when it comes to that. Y'all maybe should not be talking to each other. If that woman thinks or that man thinks that, oh, the fact that you just smile at another guy or you looked at another woman or you looked at another guy is cheating or it's a problem, you might want to talk to them. Find somebody who believes the same thing. Find somebody that when they walking beside you and they see a woman, they make sure they don't even turn their head. They gotta stand firm. You better not look at no other woman. Man, listen, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. If my woman is walking with me and she see another guy, I don't mind if she look, but you ain't going with him. You looked at him. Now I ain't saying you give him some signs to say come get your number. I ain't saying you. I ain't say give him the woman stare. You know the fellas, y'all know the woman stare when she looking when she wants you to come talk to her. You know how they be there. You know how they be. Now I ain't say you do all that. I ain't say now you're doing too much for me now. Oh, we got problems. Then you trying to invite him some type of way. You trying to get him to talk to you. That's too much. But if you just and kept it going, I ain't got a problem with that. You got eyes. I ain't trying to control your eyes, baby. You got eyes. You being with me don't make every other man unattractive, but you know your place though. I'm gonna look at other women. Goddamn right, I'm gonna look at them. But I ain't gonna shoot my shot with them. I know my place. Most of y'all be having to break out of jail when y'all with y'all woman and man. Y'all gotta break out because they trying to control everything. They trying to control you in every aspect. No. Man, no, I ain't got no problem with that. But I used to have more of the story. I used to have a problem with that. I used to before I found myself. I used to have a problem with my woman doing certain things because I had a problem with myself. Once I found me, I realized how amazing I am. Oh, you can go mess with him if you want to. All right, go talk to him if you want to. Sleep with him if you want to. You better hope he bringing it. And I ain't talking about in the bed. You better hope he bringing everything I was bringing because you gonna drop the ball. You played yourself. I did too much work on me. See, at the time I ain't had no work done on myself. I was still telling myself I was a good dude. Mm-mm. You found yourself in God. That is great. I found myself within myself. I found myself within myself. I appreciate y'all watching this morning, afternoon, this evening, man, when y'all tuned in. I appreciate y'all jumping on here. Flirting is a red flag on the play. Having sex is a technical and grounds for a jail. Oh, okay. A technical, like, oh yeah, it's and ground and grounds for hey, get him out of here. Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody who watched, man. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Appreciate everybody who sent the cash out, man. All that, man. Cause y'all rocking with your boy. You know, you could have sent $1, whatever. You know, everybody, folks be saying folks see cash out there. You gotta send $80. You could have sent $1, 50 cents. You can send anything. It's just showing support, man. You rocking. Y'all could have bought the super chat things on YouTube. Oh, the great topic for today. Thank you, Jeremy. Ain't no thing. I appreciate y'all. If y'all on Instagram, man, go to the YouTube. I'm going live on YouTube. I'm reading and inviting, and that's why I'm talking to people. It's in my ears. Y'all couldn't hear it, but if you was on the YouTube, you would have heard them and you would have saw them. Just subscribe to the YouTube, man. Subscribe to the YouTube. People, if y'all follow me, I'm not a person who believes or say things like if you cheating is bad. I'm not that type of guy. Oh, you didn't know that. Y'all was not hearing the other people because you wasn't on YouTube. You didn't see them. because you wasn't on YouTube. You would have seen the whole live, the chat, the people who jumped on. You would have heard the conversation. It was a great conversation, by the way. For everybody who joined in, appreciate y'all. It was a great conversation. And folks tried to call though. They were tripping. Came from IG, just subscribed to. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? I try not to take sides. I try to live. Betty be doing the most. And there's another thing too. See, Betty not gonna come to the YouTube. See, I one the thing about the YouTube. I be trying to stay clear of some people. Betty be tripping. Cheating is a sin. She be coming from left field. You hear me? Betty be doing the most on Instagram. Boy, she be coming. She be doing the most. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all watching, man. Subscribe, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Me going live on YouTube. All my content gonna really be focused on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's the same, but you would get the same reaction. What you mean? You mean cheating? You don't think cheating is the same? You get the same reaction? And like that's and this, I'm be 1,000 with you, Erica. That is the exact reason why I was saying what I was saying. Because being that I don't think it's the same, but I know it's not the same, I know I'm gonna give different reactions. See, that's the reason why I was even talking about cheating in different aspects, because people have different responses. Like people have a different, like if you've been with your man, I don't care what nobody say. If you've been with your man 5 years, nothing him cheating has happened, and you found out he went on a date with another woman. That I don't want to say 9 times out of 10. I want to say 10 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10, him going on a date with another woman is not going to make you pack your bags. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be an argument. It's gonna be a discussion. But you're not gonna pack your bags. With the same guy, then 5 years, nothing has happened. He had one incident, and that was he got another woman pregnant. It's a great chance you may pack your bags. See, in order to understand cheating, you have to understand cheating within itself. Now, if you're a person who just say, "Oh, cheating is bad," it's a difference. If my woman cheated with a guy, and it's a difference, she cheated with a guy and got pregnant by him. You slept with him, amen, and you let him leave it in. You ain't put no condom on. That's where I'm at with mine. You said not to pack your bag, but it says that. See, that's the thing. Erica. That was the whole point. Erica, that was the whole point I was trying to make. Cheating is different because you have different responses. How you may feel might be similar, but your response to cheating, depending on what type it is, it shows you that there's different levels of it. Because there's certain things you're not going to deal with, period. Y'all be constantly coming back. Maybe it was the one thing. Didn't take a plan B, nothing. He just lit off and you just walked up out of there, came home. And then months later, now you know you're pregnant. Come on, man. It's different. Some of y'all be, what should I do? What should I do if he cheat? What should I do? I don't know. What kind of cheating was it? What you mean cheating is cheating? Well, if that's what you believe, leave. No, but I don't want to leave because I just want to stop cheating. But that's why you don't understand, because you believe all cheating is the same. That's why you're discombobulated. That's why you're confused, because you believe everything is the same and it's not. Once you stop thinking everything is the same, that's when you know how to identify how to operate. Because you're afraid if you leave, am I making a mistake? Should I forgive him? Should I be there for him? Should I do this? You don't even understand because you think it's all the same. Y'all be cool. Daddy, I feel like I was making a lot of sense. Y'all be cool. Appreciate y'all.